Merci. I think we are more or less in time. We will have to speed it up a little bit, I've heard, for a surprise. Now we are in the design and craft category, and I would like to ask Alan Záruba and Janine Rewell from the jury to join us here on stage for the next some minutes. They had been in the jury. Jury president was ADCE Stavro. Hello. 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 And thank you. And it was the longest jury of the day. We are happy that we are here now, because maybe it could have lasted until today, no? Okay, but at the end they come up with gold winners, and the first is Strange Plants, a gold winner. The agency is Folch, the client is Siojla, yeah? Yeah, country is Spain. Yeah, Spain. Okay, the next gold winner is Magic Tape from Colle Rebe for 3M Germany, and the country is Germany. So I think we will see it, don't worry. Then was the X-Road Explainer. It's a gold winner. The agency is Tolm, client Tolm, and the country Estonia again. Then there is a gold winner, Crafting Architecture. The agency is Bildi Graphics from Spain, and the client is the Institute Ramon Llull. Now you know why they had been so long working. There's a long list of gold in design and craft. And there is the Lampedusa Doorstopper, Open Doors for Refugees, a gold winner from Scholz and Friends. Client is Kukula. Maybe we will hear more about this. Country is Germany. And it goes up against silver, Christmas zoetropes for TVE as a silver winner. So first we will see the gold X-Road Explainer, and then we will see silver, and then we start a short conversation.
Let's be honest, interacting with public offices is tedious. Data is gathered into compartmentalized systems, which makes changing information difficult. So the pieces of information concerning you seldom fit together properly or easily. That's the reason we have to present the same forms and papers over and over again, and always during business hours between 9 and 5. The X-Road changes everything. For more than a decade, it's been enabling different public sector data systems to understand each other, helping them communicate and synchronize information. It is digital, fast, and secure. As various offices can communicate directly with one another, there's no risk of information overflow, even with many users and even more data. When you use your digital signature to authenticate your data, the information you provide has validity and carries evidential value, and you can be sure the new information will work seamlessly with what's already there. All the pieces of information are stored in separate and secure data systems, but you only need to input the information once. When citizens provide their country with enough information, various processes can be automated, allowing for better, more efficient services. For example, when Tom and his wife had a baby, the personal identification code of their child was generated automatically, and they didn't even have to file a separate application for child benefits from the state. After a few years, when their child is ready to begin school, the X-Road can independently notify the proper offices, leaving them to enjoy it without the needless interruption of bureaucracy. The X-Road can also be connected to other similar systems, which means data networks can effortlessly be expanded and the international exchange of information simplified. Of course, you still have complete control over your information, accessible to you at any time. The X-Road, saving the state money and letting public offices concentrate on their main functions so you can sit back and live your life. Simple.
And then comes Silver. So we have here two complete different works. I'm glad that you applaud to X-Road Explainer. For me, it's a very dangerous project anyway. On the other hand, it's a very gifted technical thing. It makes us like a glass of water. You can see through everybody, but maybe I'm in the older generation having a little bit fear about this, but it's fantastic. So what was the reason why you gave it a gold? It's design and craft.
I think that it was a brilliant visualization of a really complicated system that's hard to understand. Using Tetris as analogy, I think, is so smart, yet very simple. And when it comes to the visuals, since that's a really big part of the design category, I think it was the right choice to choose a simple two-dimensional approach, even though it's a motion graphic category where we saw so much of these 3D modeled pieces that are really shiny and three-dimensional, and this actually stood out as a fresh piece. Yeah, do you have something to add?
Well, I would add just the fact that visual communication could be very powerful. We really appreciated the way how the subject, which is dangerous, I agree, because it's about a system which can collect all the data and work with them, and so it has to be also, well, on one side, and on the other side it has to be truthful and a little bit playful, a little bit not saying this is not dangerous, this is for your prospect. And from this point of view, we found it very, very pleasing, and from motion design point of view, also very creative. And I would like to pay respect to our colleagues in Estonia, because the piece which was presented here before in the interactive category was also simple, straightforward, and very high quality of way of visual thinking.
Craft,
yeah, crafted.
Yeah. Okay, but why did Christmas zoetropes for TV doesn't get a gold? I like it very much.
Well,
I was not in the jury.
we had a discussion about it in the jury. Well, the Christmas these are station IDs for a TV, which is not really truly advertising. I was very pleased that we can find in motion graphics category this kind of work, and it's not very usual if I compare it to our ADCE, which we had in my country. We didn't have these pieces, and it was very nicely done. First of all, there is a classic Christmas ID which creates the atmosphere, the magic of the almost the telestory atmosphere, and it links it with a very interesting post-pro, which slows down the action and shaking it a little bit, and that was so weird, and we really appreciated this kind of effect, which emphasized the mystery, imagination and imagery of these spots. Mm-hmm. But what we didn't like, the people who voted for it, we didn't like the end, the back shot, which basically make the spot not so consistent, and it's more advertising that a consistent TV station ID, and so that's why maybe that was the piece which was missing to fulfill all requirements and merits which we could credit for a gold.
I understand. Too much advertising.
No, not really, but it was too much for us. Suddenly, something inconsistent in the whole visual feeling of the idea. It's very difficult to do these things because they are usually 6 to 8 second pieces which have to sell the station identity, and at the same time have to create some emotion, and it's not so easy. So this is very good work. Don't get me wrong, but on the other hand, this was why we didn't award it gold.
Okay. So is there anything else? Otherwise, I would say thanks very much. And we are going up to the next and almost last category. Thank you very much.
Thank you.